It's not clickbait, but it is the end of an era, and I want to explain just a little bit. So, if you stuck around here since the beginning, first of all, thank you. It's good to see you again. I'm Ryan O'Donnell. For those of you who haven't met me, Ryan O is what I go by. This is the Daily BA. Talk about behavior analysis here. Not as much lately, but I'll get to that at the very end of the video as to why I've been pretty infrequent on my uploads. But first of all, what is this era? Well, started with, I had a studio space. I had the studio space when I started this channel. If you watch the first year or so of my videos, you'll recognize some similar sets. I had a really large space. I decided to change things up, and I moved into what is this extra room in my house. And you can see that it's time to also put this chapter, in a way when you make videos, the space that you're in is like, it allows you to create certain things, do certain things. And it also then turns into a whole lot of memories and things like that. So I'm moving to a new location. Nothing drastic, super far, anything like that. But as you can see, I have to tear down the entire studio. In addition, I've packed up all my gear, all my good stuff. So this is like the only crappy camera that I've got available to me. So my audio is horrible. My picture's gonna be horrible. But anyhow, this was the space. I'll show you real quick. This is it. Very small. This is a very large lens. It makes this look huge, but this is like a 9-foot room. I usually have just enough room to walk in, sit down. I could either record at this angle, this way, or I could potentially record from here to like do some streaming and such. Used to keep all the gear over here. I tried building a set here, but like this just held lights and gear all the way up to here. So this room is 12 foot by 9 foot, if anyone wants to think that through and kind of measure that. Extremely small for how much I'm trying to pack into here. Had all the books and such over here. And I'm actually going to be downsizing some of these and going electronic, so those are all empty as well. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with them yet, if I'm going to donate or sell back some of my books. But electronic is just going to be the way to go, I think. So yeah, that's the end of this chapter. I don't know if it means as much to you as it does to me, but like the first studio built in some memories, and I like to reminisce and look at those old days. This one's going to be the same. I've been watching some old videos, looking at how things have progressed as a result. It's going to take me a couple weeks to set up my new space. I've got a few things that I'd like to do in there, which are, I have a few courses that I'd like to make. I always extend those out for everybody on the Patreon group to be able to jump in and check those out for free, including the CUs and stuff. So if you're not a part of that, you can be part of that community and access all that sort of stuff. If not, it is paywalled content because it's continuing education sort of content. But I want to make something around getting out of the 9-to-5 sort of jobs and behavior analysis and kind of creating something yourself. I scoped this out 3 or 4 years ago, and I've been slowly working on the script. And then in addition, there's one that I want to make that's just a couple hours on all the possibilities of what's been done in behavior analysis and where you could go with behavior analysis, and how to kind of package that into a couple hour short course on how to think about where you could take the field, and learning about the cool historical projects if you don't already know about them. So that's stuff that I'm kind of working on slowly. I actually have a little bit of travel work happening again. So New York, Philadelphia, and Michigan are on the docket. I'm going to try to get some stuff to be able to share with you all from that. But I give a whole description as to like what's been going on in my life in the most recent live. If you want to go to the channel and just kind of watch that and see what's going on. Things have been busy in very good ways. So anyhow, just want to let you know this change is happening on the channel. Taking off, rebuilding in a new space. Should be fun. I expect to be built back up by the beginning of October, and hopefully making at least an introduction to my new space, and trying to get some semi-regular content out to you all around then. So thanks for the time. I know it's been very quiet here lately, but I'm doing well, and I'm feeling good about where I'm heading. That's important to me. Hopefully it's important to you as well. And hopefully you're doing all right. So yeah, that's it. We'll wrap up here. Thanks for the 5 minutes.